Kinakabahan at natatakot kami na sa bawat araw na nade-delay ang proseso, yun ay bawat araw ng abuse of power at yung impunity doon sa mga nangyari nitong nakaraang panahon. Good morning, Karen.
All right. Are you satisfied with the Senate President's announcement that the impeachment trial will commence after the President's State of the Nation address?
Siguro, Karen, it's an understatement to say na we are extremely dismayed by the pronouncement of the Senate President. December 2 nung final namin ang impeachment complaint, dumaan ng Pasko, bagong taon, bago eventually na-transmit siya sa Senado. At para paghintayin pa until after SONA yung mga citizen complainants who courageously stood up to file the impeachment complaint, it's a great injustice.
Would that make a difference? I mean, when I spoke with Senate President Escudero, we talked about the ERAP impeachment complaint. We talked about the Corona impeachment complaint. It took a few days or a few weeks, some even a month before the trial commenced in the Senate.
Napakahalaga na simulan ito agad, Karen. No? Hindi naman namin inaasahan na na-convene magta-trial agad kasi may proseso pa leading to it. Halimbawa, critical to the whole process and to ensure a fair process will be the rules of the trial. So baka kahit yun man lang masimulan as soon as possible to lay down the ground rules at para makita rin ng taong bayan na hindi inuupuan ng Senado ang articles of impeachment.
Sinabi ni Senate President na ang preliminary matters, he said, could be started ng June 2. Once Congress resumes, there are still 6 session days and the senators who will be leaving can still tackle the preliminary matters.
What we would have wanted is for the preliminary process to begin as soon as possible. Sana simula na ngayon.
Kumbaga,
ngayon na. Ngayon na.
Oo.
Kasi go ahead.
May punto kayo kasi kung preliminary matters, but then you'll have to call for a special session.
Yes, kaya nga patuloy yung panawagan natin for a special session. At the very least, to tackle itong preliminary matters para i-lay down na yung process. Kasi ang impression ngayon ng taong bayan at ang impression namin na bahagi ng first impeachment complaint, parang ang haba masyado nung hihintayin. And we are very alarmed by the fact that the Vice President will get to occupy this office and be a heartbeat away from the presidency. Kinakabahan at natatakot kami na sa bawat araw na nade-delay ang proseso, yun ay bawat araw ng abuse of power at yung impunity doon sa mga nangyari nitong nakaraang panahon.
All right. Now, the Senate President named certain conditions for a special session to be called. He said it to tackle urgent legislation, to vote for a VP in case she's incapacitated or removed. If the president becomes incapacitated, canvass and proclaim the president and VP. Pero hindi raw kasama doon na kapag may nabitin na impeachment complaint, ay may special session.
Ayan, andito ako ngayon sa UP College of Law. Hindi po ako abogado pero may mga kaibigan tayo dito kasi nakikipag-usap tayo sa kanila. At napakalinaw yung nilabas ng UP College of Law na primer. Sinasabi doon yung magic word of the week, forthwith. No, immediately, as soon as possible.
Can you read it? Would it be all right? Please read. Do you have it with you? So our viewers can understand this forthwith, the context of it.
Wait, I'm going to look for it. Pahanap ng forthwith, please.
Okay, go on.
Sige. Pinapahanap lang natin. No? So talagang meron in our Constitution sinasabi na dapat forthwith, immediately, ay itakal na yung impeachment complaint. Hindi pinaghihintay yung measures of accountability. At kaya nga yun panabagan natin sa Senado, konting sense of urgency naman on the articles of impeachment, please.
Okay, now former Senior Associate Justice Antonio Carpio did say that a special session can be called, but it has to be the president who has to certify it as urgent and ask for it.
Yes, that's one school of thought, no? That the president can call a special session. Pero sinabi din ng president earlier na he's waiting for the Senate president to request for a special session. So para tayong chicken and egg, no? Sa dulo, nagkakaroon ng turuan as how to the special session will proceed. So yung pakiusap din natin sa presidente, sana do not stand in the way of accountability on this issue.
But do you think, Representative, the truth of the matter is that's why there's a chicken and egg situation, is because it's campaign season, right? You know, elections are coming up. So is it possible that the president and the Senate are being extra cautious because they don't want to upset or isolate the Duterte voters or supporters?
And that, in a way, itong delay is being complicit to the abuse of power of the Vice President. Parang sa dulo accountability, dapat walang pinipiling panahon. Holding public official accountable should be a constant and urgent task of people in leadership. And at the same time, sayang yung opportunity. Itong impeachment trial, itong impeachment process, it's a good opportunity for our voters to look at where their candidates stand para makita yung paninindigan ng mga kandidatong tumatakbo din.
Okay, so what do you think? I mean, should the president first call? Because Carpio said the president can say, and this is already a former senior associate justice, I will give you 25 days to convene a special session. Sinabi niya. So in other words, dapat Pangulo ang humingi.
And that's why we call on the president. Do not stand in the way of accountability. Alam natin may political repercussions at pwedeng mayroong political considerations. Pero sa dulo, kung kinakailangan magtawag ng special session, magtawag tayo ng special session. Huwag nating sayangin yung tapang ng mga nag-file ng impeachment complaint from day one. And that is December of last year. February na ngayon. Ano pang hinihintay nila?
Oo. But then, ang sabi nga ni Senate President, bakit ang Senado ang sisisihin? Gayong 2 buwan nakaupo yung 3 impeachment complaints in the lower house ni hindi man isinumite ng Secretary General yung unang impeachment complaint to the Speaker's office at ang pinirmahan is a 4th impeachment complaint. May punto naman, it took more than 2 months na nandun nakatenga ang 3 impeachment complaints.
Tayo man doon sa first impeachment complaint, inip na inip tayo doon sa naging proseso sa House of Representatives. Hindi naman tayo nagkulang sa pag-follow up, sa pangungulit, doon sa public pressure. In fact, nag-mobilize pa nga tayo na malaki sa EDSA para lang i-convince yung House of Reps that you have the people behind you in this process. So, pero ngayon kasi the ball is already in the court of the Senate. So yung nangyari dati, yes, valid yung point about mabagal yung proseso, pero hawak na nila yung bola eh. And any excuse referring to that are just excuses.
Oo. I'm curious, were you called to the Speaker's office for the signing of the 4th impeachment complaint?
We were convened for the signing of the 4th impeachment complaint. Una kong tinignan yung grounds. And nakita ko parang endorsement of the 1st, the 2nd, and the 3rd impeachment complaint, yung 4th impeachment.
All right, Representative. Okay, we lost him. Is he back? Okay, go on, sir.
Yes. As I was saying, when we were signing the impeachment complaint, yung 4th, una kong chinek yung grounds. At nakita ko, the 4th impeachment complaint is like an endorsement of the 1st, the 2nd, and the 3rd complaints. Kasi nandun yung grounds that we cited. So when I read it, sabi ko maganda yung pagka-consolidate. Kaya medyo kahit na sobrang inip na inip kami at frustrated because of the long waiting period, nung mabasa ko yung grounds, sabi ko, na-reflect yung true sentiment ng ating mga complainants.
But you endorsed the 1st impeachment complaint, right? And there were 23 articles. Is that correct?
Yes.
The 4th only has 7. Has it been consolidated or some had to be let go?
Essentially, the 4th impeachment complaint contains around 90% of what's in the 1st impeachment complaint, but consolidated in such a way na sumunod doon sa kanilang format na ginawa. So, when I was checking it, sabi ko walang hindi nasama doon sa aming final na grounds for impeachment kay VP Sara Duterte.
All right. Now, when you were convened for the 4th impeachment complaint, is it true that all your cell phones were asked not to, you had to leave your cell phone somewhere? In other words, either, that was what my source told me. You couldn't bring your cell phone inside the room.
At that point, if I remember correctly, yes, we deposited our cell phones in the registration. Yeah.
Okay, why is that important?
Well, I think that particular security protocol is part of a process kung saan tinitiyak na yung proseso walang leak at that point in time. Yeah.
Oo. Now, were you promised anything?
Yan, may umiikot na ganyang balita. We were not promised anything. Hindi kami binigyan ng pera o inofera ng pera kasi hindi rin naman namin tatanggapin kung binigyan kami. Mahaba ang kasaysayan ng akbayan tungkol dyan. At sa dulo, yung sinasabi nila that money changed hands, ang alam ko that the money changed hands sa DepEd yun tsaka sa OVP kay Mary Grace Piatos.
Okay, all right. Now, balikan ko lang yung kay Justice Carpio. He did say that even if a special session is called, the Senate could be pressed for time. So there's a time element too.
Yes, and the time element is getting more impossible to beat hanggat dinidelay ng Senado. So totoo that we're pressed for time, and each day na lumilipas na wala tayong ginagawa, mas nagiging real at mas nagiging complex yung problema na yun. Kaya we appeal to the Senate na i-convene na agad. We appeal to the President na magtawag na agad ng special session. Let's begin this process for accountability.
But other than the waiting, what can you see that might go wrong if the impeachment trial starts in July? Kasi now it is February, so you have February, March, April, May, June. So wow, that is 5 months after.
At maaari magbago yung balance of forces, balance of power pagkatapos ng eleksyon, no? At sa dulo, yung bawat araw na lumilipas, we are risking yung chance of holding Sara Duterte accountable, especially post-2025 elections.
Oo. And actually, it benefits the respondent, whoever the respondent may be. I don't mean just because it's the VP, that the trial is delayed.
Correct. Habang humahaba yung proseso, mas humahaba yung panahon niya para maghanda, para mag-consolidate ng forces, para isabotahe itong prosesong ito.
Oo. So why do you think is the President allowing this?
Medyo mind-boggling talaga yan, Karen. That's why, inuulit-ulit panawagan, please do not stand in the way of accountability. No? Kinakailangan ng political will on this. Alam ko maraming pressures na galing from various forces, pero malinaw ang posisyon ng taong bayan. Ang taong bayan ay sumusuporta sa proseso ng pagpapanagot sa mga naabuso sa kapangyarihan.